All right, guys, today another pair of earbuds. These are from Mifo, the HiFi Air 2, the follow-up to last year's earbud, the HiFi Air, the originals. These are 50 bucks. And right now until April 30th of this year, you're gonna be able to get these for 50% off. So 25 bucks for these earbuds all the way up until the end of this month. I'll drop the link. You can check it out. It's below, guys. Hit that like, drop a sub, help out the channel. And let's take a look at the earbuds here. The packaging, not really the greatest packaging in my opinion. Pretty cheap. Not a big fan of the packaging. It just feels cheap when it comes to packaging. But if you're getting it for 25 bucks, I'm okay with that. So Bluetooth 5.3, these do have touch controls that I'm happy to say are customizable inside of the app. Yes, there's an app for iOS and Android devices, and you can control everything. ANC Transparency mode, there's a mono mode on here, so you can use one earbud at a time. ANC technology for your crystal clear phone calls. Well, you guys can judge if they are crystal clear or not, but we will be doing a mic test. And there's a low latency mode on here for you gamers. Packaging, very simple. We do get the user's manual and the QR code here. This will take you to the app available on iOS and Android devices. And that's basically it. We do get small, medium, and large silicone tips. I did replace the mediums with the larges on these earbuds. And then we have the actual earbuds here. You can see FiiTii, or I never really know how to say this, but these are from Mifo, the HiFi Air 2, the one LED light here on the front. You can see the branding on the stems or on the base of the earbuds. And on the inside, there is some text underneath the case. Now, no wireless charging on here. You can see the branding on the back, the HiFi Air 2. A nice little touch there. Kind of like that. The port on the bottom to charge. Now, no wireless charging on here. Battery life up to 25 hours with the case. And they say right around 7 hours of battery life, but that is at 50% volume. So just expect it to be less, probably around 5 hours, especially when you are using active noise cancellation. And the actual earbuds, again, these are a short stem when it comes to the look of the earbuds. And I like the look of these. I think they look kind of cool. Now the rest of the specs, again, app support, Bluetooth 5.3. We talked about the price, SBC and AAC are your codecs. We talked about battery life, ANC transparency mode, IPX5, sweat and water resistant. I'll throw them in my ears so you guys can check out how these look. And then we'll take a look at the app. And we'll talk about all the good or all the bad with these earbuds. All right, guys, now once you connect these to Bluetooth, you're gonna open up the app or scan the QR code I showed earlier in the video, and this is what it will look like. A very basic app here. And you get a picture of the buds with the battery percentages, your transparency mode, your noise reduction, mild noise reduction, and strong noise reduction. And I'm glad they call it that, actually. And we'll talk about the ANC and the level of ANC that these have and the level of the transparency mode. Now, I can tell you right off the bat, one thing I'm not a fan of is every time you switch between it, it is like a long pause and then a voice comes on, and it literally takes like a second or two for anything to happen with these earbuds when you are switching between modes. It's kind of annoying, to be honest with you. Now, in the controls on here, out of the box, this is what you get. So you have single tap for your volume, next track, previous track, double tap, triple tap. You also have 5 taps on here, which is how you go into your low latency mode. And if you just touch and hold the earbuds, that will allow you to scroll through your ANC transparency mode or just have it turned off. Now up here, you just get a firmware upgrade, and that's basically it. And I want to be very clear, like, I'm glad that there's an app on here. We talked about this. I think all earbuds at this point should have an app, but I have to be honest, like, when you have an app, the only thing I want in an app, if you're only going to give me 1 or 2 things inside of the app, make it an EQ or make it sound presets so I can customize the sound of my earbuds. Having the customizable controls on there are cool. I don't need to be able to control my ANC and transparency mode in my app if I could do it already from my earbuds. It's just pointless to have in both places. Give me an app with an EQ. Give me an app with presets. That's what I want. And hopefully that little delay between switching between modes is fixed with a software update. But at least it's a start, right? We have an app, and that's what we've been wanting for basically all of our earbuds for a while. Now, we're gonna do a mic test. 2 mics on each earbud. And, well, you guys let me know what you think of the mics. All right, guys, the mic test on the HiFi Air 2. This is what it will sound like if you are making a phone call on these earbuds. And it does say there's ANC technology, so it should block out some of that outside noise.
But this was, this is what it would sound like on a phone call. Let me know what you think. Drop some comments below.
Now, watching content on these earbuds, I haven't really noticed any delay when watching YouTube videos, Amazon Prime, and that's without low latency mode. And with low latency mode on, you can game with these, play Call of Duty, asphalt racing, or games like that. So feel free. I haven't really noticed any bad delay with these earbuds. All right, guys, let's talk about the ANC and the transparency mode on these earbuds. So remember the price point here. We're paying 50 bucks on these earbuds. And as far as the transparency mode goes, we'll do that first. It's weak. There's no other way to put it. It's okay. It's nothing great. It's like entry level transparency mode. It does what it's supposed to do. It does let in some outside noise. It's not very strong. And because it's not very strong, you're not getting a lot of white noise, which is a good thing. But there are a lot of earbuds out there that have much better transparency mode. But again, those are also much more expensive earbuds. But saying that, it's not last year or the year before. We also have $50 and $60 pairs of earbuds that have really good transparency mode. So I was a little disappointed with the level of transparency mode on here. It's basically entry level. Now the ANC on here, there are 2 modes inside of the app, but I have not noticed a difference when it comes to the ANC on these earbuds. Again, entry level. It's not great. It will block out a very low amount of rumble, the low rumbles, any kind of voice or high-pitched sound. You're going to hear that, no issues. And as far as I'm concerned, there is no difference between the level of ANC on these earbuds. So entry level for ANC and entry level for transparency mode. At 50 bucks, it might bother me a little bit. At 25 bucks, I do not have an issue. And again, for the rest of this month, they are only 25 bucks at 50% off with the code down below. Now let's talk about the sound quality, because that's what we really want with these earbuds. All right, ANC, transparency mode, they're just okay. Well, not really that okay. They're just whatever, entry level. How do they sound? And how loud are they? So at times I do wish they were a little louder, but I think for just about anyone, these are loud enough. Sound quality on here, these are pushed a little bit more towards a bright pair of earbuds. There's some bass on here. It's not that overpowering thump, and it is clean bass at least. The mids sound good, instruments sound good, but if you're gonna get a song that has high vocals, they might be a little too bright for you. I find myself most of the time, volume-wise, turning it up to about 80-90%, and if I'm listening to something bass heavy, they sound pretty good, but once I get to a song that has high vocals, I kind of got to turn it down a little bit because the vocals for me might be a little too bright. So just keep that in mind. They do sound good though, and I think they are a fun pair of earbuds when it comes to the sound quality. Whether you guys think that that is enough to justify the price point, at 25 bucks, yeah, easy, no brainer, sure. At 50 bucks, they sound good, they're fun. There's much better earbuds out there that are much more expensive, but at the $50 price point, I think these do a good job at sounding good. They just can be a little bright at times. So are they worth the price? Sure, they are. They're only 50 bucks, and that's at full price. Again, half off until April 30th of this month. But a couple things I wish, were improved. The delay between switching between modes with the voice that you hear inside of the app, it kind of does get a little annoying, but that's just a minor thing, right? The level of ANC and transparency mode on here, I'm not really a fan of. It's entry level, it's not that great. But the sound quality and the touch controls on here are pretty good, and the touch controls are very smooth, they work very well, and they're fun, just a little bright at times, and it really depends on what you are going to listen to, but just keep that in mind, because for me, they do get bright. But that's it, guys, the HiFi Air 2. I'll drop the links below. I hope you guys have a good night. Hit that like, drop a sub. I'll be back soon. Peace.